remember when we first set up on surveillance, we didn't have the benefit of DNA. We had the investigation from the DNA that led us to that universe. Our investigative efforts after that led us to him as a potential suspect. So we were optimistic, but we've been here before. We've had sure things before. So we were looking at him as a potential suspect at that time. And the things that we saw and the additional investigation during the time he's under surveillance led us to say that we need to get some DNA off this person. Law enforcement in California only has DNA for not even all of the murders. And so some of these cases at least are going to be circumstantial. And so we're looking for anything that links him to any of those crimes, whether they're trophies, whether they're weapons used, whether they're ammunition used, or anything that gives us an indication or insight or link to any of these crimes. Also, we have significant questions as to what has been, like everybody, as to what has been going on the last 40 years in this man's life. And so we're looking for information to fill some of those gaps as well. Normally, offenders such as the serial rapists especially often do take trophies. And we know there were very personal items taken out of some of these burglaries, the vice ransakings, and some of the sexual assaults that occurred here. So there is a possibility that he keeps some of those, and it's to relive the experience that they had. This may be a very different case. It may very well be that he simply stopped this type of behavior in 1986 or thereabouts, in which case he may have discarded all of that. Don't know. But we're certainly hopeful that we can find things like that that can directly link him to some of these crimes.
And you don't know for certain that he did stop?
Don't know for certain. We know that we have tried to associate him with crimes since then, and we've been unable to do so. So that could mean that his types of crimes changed. It could mean that his MO changed significantly enough to where we wouldn't think to link him to the crimes that we've been able to link him to around the state. There could be a lot of explanations, but we don't have any reason to believe that he quit. But again, we don't have any reason to believe that he continued either. So that's part of the hard work that, I mean, the real work of the case is now just beginning.
So McGinnis told me this morning that when he was arrested, he said he had a roast in the oven.
That's what I understand. You know, the funny thing is I heard that at the same time he heard it when we were on his show with Sergeant Clark, and I thought, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting response. I mean, mine might have been, hey, I didn't do anything, but I guess my fallback might be I have a roast in the oven. I don't know. I'm not sure what else he said. I know he was not very vocal in the interview. I did watch remotely part of his interview that night, and there was not much related. There was some self-reflection, muttering, if you want to call it that. Yeah.
Did he say he didn't do it?
Not while I was there. Yeah, not while I was there.
Did he say he did it?
No, he didn't. He did not make a confession.